I can either, right, front pivot or inside, reverse pivot or front pivot. Doesn't matter. I'm in triple threat. It's 5-on-5. Think about this. There's 9 other on the court. There's no, unless you're playing a video game, you're going to be able to catch it, run through it, close your eyes, and hook dunk the with the wrong hand. Ain't working. You're not going to get by the guy guarding you, first of all, right? So I rise to catch. I pivot if I'm left-handed, if I'm Davion or Ryan. Again, I can reverse pivot, step across. I'm in triple threat, and whatever direction we're going, fine. Now I'm gonna go body to body by this dude in a straight line, because I got to get by him to score. If you can't get by this guy, you're not shit. You can't play. All I'm working on is getting open and attacking the dude that's guarding me. That's why we do the drill. I'm gonna punish Mark, and then somebody's gonna enter my space, and we're working on our finishes. Westbrook means this. The dude 6'11", Kalkbrenner, who leads American shot blocks, he's gonna leave his man, and he's gonna punch that shit down the other end. He's the #1 shot blocker in America. St. John's, they got 2 guys that might block more shots than Kalkbrenner. So why are we teaching you Westbrook? Because I'm trying to get this ball on the glass, high as hell, above the box before Kalkbrenner gets there. Understand? You're not gonna be able to come in, put it between your legs, jump up like you're in a dunk contest. This is the Big East. So the first thing is I rise to catch. I'm either left or right-handed. I pivot. I understand Mark's not gonna allow me to get by him. I'm gonna go by him body to body. And then whatever finish we give you, I'm trying to get 2 makes and do it the best that I can, because they're game finishes and they work against Eric Dixon from Villanova as the help defender. Got it? Anything you work on that doesn't work in that game, fuck it, shouldn't be here, right? We could be like working on the bike with Kat. Start again, go. Good, Zach. Good. The only other part that I wanted to address here before I move on is simply this. That's the Big East, and a reminder to everybody, because again, back to my point, not everyone in college basketball in their league this year is going to play each other twice. As a matter of fact, in the power leagues, very few teams will play each other twice. We do, right? We play Butler twice. We play UConn twice, DePaul twice, Creighton twice, Georgetown, Marquette, Providence, Seton Hall, and St. John's, all of them play us twice. When we get to the Big East tournament, there's 11 teams in the Big East. The top 5 teams don't play on Wednesday. It's one of the goals you want to have. You don't want to play on Wednesday, you want to play on Thursday. You get the first game by, right? So teams 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, they play on Wednesday. Top 5 teams, and then from there, play for the Big East Tournament Championship. Okay?
I'm a pianist in practice.
You gotta learn Runaway by Kanye.
Yeah, that's the first song. I'm trying to learn some Beethoven.
Oh, you're getting so wrong. You're wild.
I know. Just let it go.
I ain't like that one. I did not like that.
Stop, please.
This year it's different because we're older, we're much more experienced, and our guys can pick things up because they've been through college basketball seasons, whether that be with us or whether that be somewhere else. So I do think we're more advanced at the moment than we would have been a year ago.
Do this. Oh, I can't do that. I was fired.
So I just got a little move. When you're in the post, you catch it. One dribble middle, fake middle, step back, Fade away.
That's your shot. That's your shot. That's the room.
Bucket every time.
That's the room.
Bucket every time, guaranteed.
That's the room.
Oh, he didn't even know.
You bugging, buddy. What? But you don't know who Poe is? Y'all know who Poe is. The Dragon Warrior.
Yes. But you gotta know they work together as a team. They do too. And they got Massive Splinter. Come on. They got Massive Splinter. Bro, he's beating Poe.
He's not beating Poe, man.
He's beating Poe. I'm
Poe
sorry.
is grabbing that finger in his O. I mean, we got so much experience between me, Jerome, Davion. But yeah, you know, it's just been every day working as hard as I can to be in the best position once the season starts.
And the Big East coach?
It's about outside, inside, our crowd, our fans. We want everybody to be locked in and understand like how we go about our business. All means everybody. You just can't in college basketball do things that are special if not everybody is involved, that's bought in. You have to be about what we do. And the end part is just our way of running our program. Do what we do. We believe in it. This is how we practice. This is how we lift weights. Guys go to class at Xavier. Getting a degree is important. This is how we dress on the road. So, you know, that culture, building something again for these guys that they can sign up into where, look, this is special. This is something I want to be a part of that's bigger than just my own goals. So that's all in. And, you know, underneath it, you need a team that communicates, respects everything about college basketball and our university, that's united, you know, that's passionate about what we're working on. And then most importantly, maybe at the very end of it, is that you can enjoy the journey, that you understand that winning on the road is fun. And that's why you practice and that's why you lift weights, so that you can enjoy some of these experiences. So all in is a big part of our future. It's how we're building the program, and we have to own it every day.
What makes us human? Humanity is found in the actions that redefine care, actions that we at TriHealth take every day. By seeing those who feel invisible, hearing needs that have been ignored, TriHealth is healing the body and the human spirit, so all can know and live a better life.
Really just being in New York is just a whole different feeling. You know, just being from the Midwest, that being my second time in New York. I think it was just a great experience. And, you know, I'm just thankful just to be able to play, you know, in Madison Square Garden, where a lot of great things have happened, you know, not just basketball, but just, you know, a lot of influential people have been in that building and performed. And, you know, I was just thankful just to be able to play in that arena. Actually, before the game, I watched Stephen Curry's 52-point performance in the Garden just to give me a little inspiration. But, you know, opportunities like that don't happen for everybody. You know, I'm just very thankful and blessed just to be in a position that I'm in. And, you know, I just thank God every day for putting me in that position. So I try to take it in a little bit, but, you know, once the ball is, you know, tipped and thrown up, you know, it all just is basketball at the end of the day. So, you know, you kind of got to take all the other stuff out of it and just focus on the game.
Fellas, the big three, as always, The team who wins the most wars wins the game. Hunt wars. Come into this hunt. Good, I'm trying to get this one 3-2. I'm winning this one 7-6. Oh, we'll take that 8-0. They win one, bounce back, right? Do what we do. Do what we do. Lockouts, pace, play hard, take care of the ball. When we run set plays today, echo the call, do your job, legal, hard screens. Legal, hard screens. Number 3 is simple. In Madison Square Garden, right? Cold outside, in the peak of college basketball season, right? Where things matter more now than ever before to everybody, always matters to us. We're coming out here tonight in Madison Square Garden to play as hard as we possibly can. It's part of who we are. Have some fun doing it.
I used to watch obviously the Knicks on TV a lot. I grew up when Melo was on the team, Sean Furt, Lim Sanity, all that kind of stuff. So I grew up playing a lot of basketball in the city. So anytime I get the chance to go home, I always have a lot of people at the games and whatnot. So yeah, it always means a great deal to me.
You let these know in this first war, this shit's gonna be fucking different. We're coming here for the fucking kill. And again, as the ball changes sides, they're 5-mans on a guard. And that's when you can get the baseline drive and do the things you can do. How many turnovers do we have? Three turnovers. Good. Gotta take care of the ball. Fellas, they're not trying to turn you over. You gotta take care of it. You gotta take care of the ball. Okay?
Hey, any screen they set underneath out of bounds on the 5-man, we can't chase them. We have to go underneath it. That's how they got that last one for Vince.
You understand?
And you gotta squeeze and be physical as fuck. You gotta push them up the lane.
You gotta go underneath, and then you gotta go to a spot and squeeze, okay? You understand? Squeeze the screener below. Okay? Whose ball is it? There's your ball full court.
I definitely appreciate, the coaching staff, our coaches a lot. Just in the beginning, it was a little frustrating because I wasn't getting the open shots that I, would get before. And, I kind of just had to learn and find my way of how I can, just continue to be effective on the court without, getting a number of shots, whether that's playing defense, rebounding, just guarding, being a decoy, just always staying aggressive.
Hey, we gotta play with more force, man. More ball pressure, keep our shit tight. More ball pressure, keep our shit tight.
When we're in transition, you're jogging. Like when you're on a pair side, you gotta run, like off a distance and pay. Like through, you're walking in through, fucking go, right? You understand?
Come on, y'all, let's pick this shit up.
Next time, through, so you're working with them, okay? Move.
He really makes you question, like, do you love the game, and like, can you dig deep and really come through? He really challenges you and does everything he can to bring the best out of you. So that's why I would say he's the best coach in the Big East. No, it was definitely cool. I mean, the only thing I could think about was like all the different kinds of people who performed there or like played there and just been in there. So I just tried to soak that energy up and use that for the game. Just mainly staying focused and just knowing that I'm a shooter. So anytime the ball touches my hands, I got to be ready to shoot. The biggest thing I try to do is just try to run to the open spots or try to make a good cut so that way I can free myself up for a three-point shot. It's been a challenge, and it's ultimately what I came to the Big East for, just so I could face like the best players in the country and, really get to challenge myself.
We just gotta stay together, and we gotta fight. We gotta be dogs at the end of the day. Just having Swain running with me, RC to the left, Marcus in the corner, and Fremantle behind me. So we all playing the same sport. We all at the same level. So I feel like we here for a reason, and we just gotta come together as one and just hoop.
Yeah, I think Davion's one of, if not the most underrated point guard in the country, to be honest. Just his speed, his quickness, his IQ, the way he sees the floor. Not only just me, but the entire team thrives off of him and, just the way he plays.
I'm proud of Swain, how far he's came, and, it's only his second year here. I feel like he really just flipped the switch. He's being ultra aggressive. He's being that playmaker that we need. That scorer that we need, and he just don't get the nod.
I feel like he's such a versatile coach. Like he has so many different approaches, and he knows how to get the best out of guys. Whether there's so many different personalities as players. Some guys don't react well to certain things, and he's able to see that and pick up on that very quickly, and he brings out the best in all of us. He knows how to motivate us, but he can also make us laugh and things like that. And I feel like I've done pretty well. I still think there's another level I can get to, but me and Marcus have, made a small leap so far, and I feel like it's really helping our team.
Being more focused on that aspect, knowing that we need rebounding. So I just try to put that on the forefront of my brain and just being more aggressive when the shot goes up, not only boxing out, but trying to get the ball and just make sure I can get a possession for our team, whether it be an extra possession on the offensive end or just securing it and making sure the other team only gets one shot.
I think every team, brings its own unique challenges. St. John's athletic, size. I've actually just been trying to embrace, the challenges. I just love, working and, growing my game. So, I'm just kind of really thankful for the challenge. It's really just giving me an opportunity to expand my game more and find new ways to be effective on the floor. So.
It was a beautiful day in Cincinnati. James looked out the window and saw Bud scoping out competition, where James saw none. James, in the spirit of Pella hospitality, invited him in. Bud hoped to find a flaw. Maybe it was in the finish, or the quality, or selection, but he found none. Get your full service, delivery, removal, and installation all included. Call Pella now.
I want you to look at it right now. It has nothing to do with it. We'll take it. We'll embrace the fact that they beat us in one war and we won or tied the rest. But we know that that's over with, and we're going to start off, and we're about the 6th war. It's their ball, and you got to let them know more of the same. The ball was on the floor one time, and everyone kind of looked. They got it, put the bitch in. One time, Ryan, you missed it, and he got it, and he exploded. But look, other than those 2 or 3, we're in the fight. We're blocking out. It feels different. I know that. It feels different. And that's really what we're here to do, right? Make the game feel different. Right now, at halftime, that shit's a lot different than when they went to the locker room at Cintas. I know that. I know that shit. I know right now that's different. Do I think they're going to come out with a lot of pride and play hard? Yeah, they're a play hard team. They're a play hard program. So are we. So are we. And this shit's about ready to be fucking. We're at 6 war, 7, and we just keep going. Number one thing that happened in the first half is this number right here. 5. So we're clear. We went 16 minutes with 2 turnovers. Fellas, we went 16 minutes with 2 turnovers.
I mean, him and the staff just do a great job of outlining where we're at. And so we never just confused or don't know what's going on. We always have a clear picture based off the stats of what we need to do to execute and to win the game, whether that be rebounding, turnovers, or our field goal percentage. We always know exactly what we're doing well and not doing. That way we can go out and have a better second half.
Let's go. Offense. 9 for 20 from 2, 4 for 6 from 3, excellent from the line, got there 10 times, made them all. Look, 31%. You see it right now? That's the other thing in this game. We're getting second shots. We're getting second shots, 5 turnovers. Fellas, that's the storyline in the first 20 minutes.
I know guys like to crash against us because of the defensive rebounding, but I mean, you're supposed to dictate what the defense does. You can't let the defense dictate your actions. And I feel like once people understand that, it's a lot easier to break pressures and stuff like that.
Just pushing in transition, whether that be to score or to pass. I mean, those are all great scorers and great guys, especially when it comes to downhill attacking. So it's just mainly just playing off of them and just looking for them so they can hit their gaps or potentially score the ball and make a good play.
You know, Marcus is shooting the ball in right now, like you're trying to find him on that one more right in transition, hunting guys for these open threes, doing a great job with it. But again, use your fakes, drive to pass, and then you have to help yourself on the perimeter. You have to cut like Swain, corner chase, sprint away. Sometimes it's a back cut. Sometimes it's a relocate and keep playing. And what they're going to do is they're going to run at you. That's when you mix in fakes and then go from there. Okay?
Every time somebody cuts, they're getting bumped. Every time somebody goes to the rim, they're getting fouled and stuff like that. And I was just hoping that I was ready and doing everything I could to prepare, and just seeing the development of myself, it just not only motivates me, but it just makes me think how much better I can get. So, I mean, I just sat down with Coach Miller. It was nothing like bad. He just told me to keep trusting the work and just go out there and do all the things that I worked so hard for and put them to use on the court. And I feel like just him instilling that confidence and my teammates continuing to believe in me, even though I didn't play as well in the beginning of the season, it just helped me make that leap.
Fellas, proud of you guys, man. You came to play. It's one thing to talk about it. It's one thing to, do it in the game. Now, man, we did it, okay? Guess what, though? Everything that we did, as I was explaining walking down this hall, this shit isn't easy. It's not easy. I know that. I know it's not easy. What's even more difficult, can you fucking keep going? Can you go? I'm not talking about for 2 hours or fucking 18. I'm talking about five wars. 5 to play as hard as you ever have. Each war, each play, taking care of the ball, doing my fair share, blocking out, coach. I may go get an offensive rebound. I'm going to set legal screens. I'm going to cut bigs. We're running through, catch with 2 hands with force, follow, 7 cut, move it, look, baseline drive, right? Just be that guy. Do what we do. Our shit works. All right, let's go.
And I've been playing against Kadari since high school. He's from the city. We've played against each other a whole bunch. And he's a great player. He's a very great player, a very special player, can do a lot of different things with the basketball. So to go against him is always a very good competition.
You have to drive to pass.
And I've got my 2 random fans selected. I've got
we tried that experiment. The drive to shoot. It's not. When you drive to pass, everybody drives. And we have to adjust. Fellas, your teammate play one-on-one on an island. And all of a sudden we're begging for fouls. David, you got to get right here, boom. Right in here, boom. Yeah, and again, you got to close out. You got to fouls. I'm not saying it's easy. But I'm going to tell you this. If they wear this now, you don't try to pass, that's on you.
It's been great to see Dalen grow into the player he's become at this point in the season. You could just tell from just 6-7 games ago, his confidence has gone through the roof. He feels so much more comfortable with the ball, with people pressuring him. And I've always felt like outside of Davion, he was our best ball handler, facilitator. So for him to have the opportunity to do it, coach running a few more plays, for him to come off screens and whatnot, I think it's great for us.
Swain, I mean, he's a young, talented dude, probably one of the most talented dudes I've ever seen. He has a great frame and a great skill set. And so him breaking out this season really wasn't much of a surprise to me because I was able to see him all throughout the summer and the fall, just really preparing and working on his game.
I mean, everybody values getting a good shot. I mean, in transition, you know, Davion gets a road runner layup or like a transition 3 from Marcus or something like that. But teams know that, so they scout that. They're starting to get back. So we didn't have a problem with slowing it down to get an even better shot because the value is so much.
Block out. Ball goes pass offense. Let's go. Let's win the game.
Like I said, just staying focused, not getting too high or too low in any game. If we lose a game that we were supposed to win, then that just means we have to win a game that people didn't think we were going to win. So just staying locked in on the goal, not giving up, and also not getting too satisfied either.
Kind of felt a little deflating because he was probably the best player on the court that night, and with him in the game, we all felt like we were going to win, so losing him definitely hurt.
They were pressing, we turned the ball over, they scored, and I think I was about to take the ball out or just get in the ball, and I stepped, and someone just stepped on my foot, and they twisted the other way. So.
Yeah, obviously, we try not to think about it. Because, you know, so much is going on. You hope he's all right. You hope it's not going to be anything serious. You can't know till later that night, the next day. So we try to just, if he's done, he's done. We're going to have to find a way to win without him.
I mean, when I first went down, I was on the bench, like waiting for someone to go get ice or something like that. And then they took me to get an x-ray, so I couldn't see the game. But it was just bothering me that I couldn't be out there, especially with, you know, it would have been a big win for us. We had a lot of momentum right there, and I was having a pretty good night. It was really fun, but yeah, it bothered me a lot.
In this pivotal moment, your hope to change patient lives becomes reality. The journey to move medicine forward takes a therapeutically focused research organization, phased studies led by board-certified investigators with high safety standards, all leading to successful drug approval. As our journey concludes, a path towards hope begins. At CTI, we offer the full range of clinical services, from concept to commercialization, creating a lasting impact on healthcare. CTI, moving medicine forward.
Fellas, you can tell me what I'm about ready to say next, but it's so true. If you locked in on the 10 4-minute wars, it's the best way to play hard and be the most successful you can. It's not about tomorrow, the next war. You have to be present-minded and play this game. It can change quickly. It can be going good, not so good to good. It's about the player and the team that can just knock them out. First war, understanding. Second war, what did we learn from it? Third war, we get here at halftime, we have our 5 wars, boom, the shit's now down to 5 more, 6 war. Tonight, though, the difference is the finish, the 10th war, where we're taking great care of the ball, making big free throws, driving, getting huge stops, no second shots. And in that 10th war, that's when we're going to punch this thing through.
We just got to finish out games. I feel like we played tough all the way until probably the last 2 wars of the game, and then that's when we start to fall off, or we start to turn the ball over a lot, and that's just something that we just need to clean up. And once we clean that up, I feel like we're good.
But it's about winning the most wars and being unbelievably competitive with it. Just immerse yourself in that right there, the hard play in the game. Do what we do. Again, fellas, we don't need to take 10, 11, 12 dribbles and all of a sudden get a guy trying to get 30, 40. It's not what this is about. We don't need anybody in here to have their career night. What we have to be at, where we're with the mindset and attitude is, we do what we do. We're good at it.
I mean, Coach just wants me to do everything that's not being done on the court, basically. And so whatever he asks me to do, I'm going to do it for him, and he knows that. And so I just ask him, and we talk about it, just what you want me to do, and I'm going to go out there and do it.
Our man-to-man defense is as good as anybody in the Big East. And UConn tonight, you might be playing against the Big East Conference's best man-to-man defense. You might get that tonight, right? That's what I'm trying for. Be the best we can be. On offense, remember, keep the music going. Keep the music going. Drive to pass. Ball's got to move. When we stop, when we dribble, when you don't rise to catch, when you only go overcut because it's easy, we're a lot easier to guard. You put pressure on a guy like Xavier on at the end of the clock. Don't do that. Let's stay with it. Keep the music going. Same thing with the set plays. Execution. Right? Echo the call. Be ready to go. And number 3, fellas, look, this is it. Saturday night, great crowd, new car, national TV. What else would you want to do if you love this game and you've given a lot to this game? You want to be in this game. You want to be playing this game. A lot of you guys thought about this game as far back as the summertime. Let's be at our best tonight.
I feel like we all love basketball. I mean, you see us every day. We put in the work every day, before practice, after practice.
Just knowing how big of a game it was for our team, and putting those guys before me. And I knew, like,
we definitely all remember, the first time we played against them at UConn, and that game going in overtime. We definitely knew that, we could get the job done.
Especially when we got the crowd going, the fans going, and just being able to give the fans the confidence back, giving us team just our confidence back. It was a huge win, and it's much needed.
So I think it was really, really great to see the fans be able to show up the way they did for us at UConn. So it means a great deal to be able to perform in front of our home crowd for a bunch of these last games.
We're not done. Like, we could really take off over the next 4 or 5 weeks.
Nobody really pressured me like, oh, you have to play. So it made me feel more comfortable making that decision, and I just wanted to help everybody out. Like, we just took a tough loss in Madison Square Garden, but we couldn't be too down about it, knowing we had an even bigger game the next game. And it was kind of a little bit personal for me because I've never played well against UConn until that game.
So we're running. We're going to put a special on the end of it. Who's going to be the guy screening for him? Okay, you're a cutter. I'm a cutter, and then you stop, eagle screen, and just put your body in front of his man. What are you doing? I'm a screener. Come on, Marcus. Come on. Dante, this up, walk a little bit, and then you're going to have to pump back, okay?
I just feel like Dalen always had all the tools to be a great player, and I just feel like this year Coach Miller is trusting him and putting a lot of confidence in him to make plays for our team, and that's what he's doing. And I feel like his confidence right now is just through the roof, and we need that right now from him. And I'm just happy to see him playing as good as he's playing right now.
You know, at St. John's game, he went down. You know, a little ankle turn, and it was hard, but I'm glad he came back. You know, UConn game, you know, he had a day off, came back, you know, he did what he had to do, as much time in the treatment room and get prepared for that UConn game. He came back, so I'm grateful.
It's really fun playing with a point guard like that because he values his teammates and what we see. I can come to Davion and say, hey, when you're driving and I'm back cutting, look for me, or when I back cut and someone sprints away, the defense is coming with me, so hit the corner, and he always does it and he always looks. It's not like, he loves when we give him insights and tell him what we see.
I just feel like, you know, after watching the Marquette game at home, you know, we had a good film session, and we noticed how spread out we was on defense, and I felt like it was upon me to take it, to be the head of the snake defensively. You know, just try to pick up my intensity, pick up my ball pressure, and, you know, active hands. And I feel like everybody just filling in and helping me do that defensively, especially Swain. You know, he's probably one of the best defenders, I'd say, in the Big East. You know, he's long, he's athletic, he's quick. So just trusting each other on defense and trying to get out and transition as much as we can.
You know, when we play St. John's at home, we kind of lost the crowd. You know, you can have a bad night shooting, other team can have a great night shooting, but if the effort isn't there, if the heart isn't there, then the fans have no reason to show up for you. I mean, this is a very special place to me personally and just as a basketball venue. I don't know what the percentage is, but when I was being recruited throughout the years I've been here, I've always seen like we have such a great percentage of winning at home. You got to protect Cintas.
And we had a deal. We said two guys, right? Two guys, fucking Solomon Ball, he's got 3 threes at the half. Solomon Ball, he's got 3. He's on his way for 6. He's got 3, and Alex Caravan, he's 0 for 3. But here's what happened. Aiden Mahaney, he's made 2. And I know he hit the lucky one, but I'm here to tell you right there, that shit, you were nowhere to be found. You got to raise your level on the ball. You're too good. You work too hard.
We just got to finish out games. I feel like we played tough all the way until probably the last 2 quarters of the game, and then that's when we start to fall off or we start to turn the ball over a lot, and that's just something that we just need to clean up. And once we clean that up, I feel like we're good.
Am I missing anything that you feel on the court that you coach? I'm not sure when this happens. Now's the time to bring it up. Is there anything that's confusing?
I'm chasing the player. I'll switch on the Caravan or I'm chasing him around. He's cutting to the back.
Fight him back up and absorb it, and then you just keep going, and go from there. Okay?
I'll be back when you play.
That's John, and that's Jerome as well at the 5. Okay?
Yeah, and his cousin is like my best friend, and so he just always tell me stories about how he remembered watching Dalen as a kid and him being bad and him just having to babysit Dalen. And so that's why I just look at Dalen just like, you little bro, we grew up in the same place, but.
I mean, when I was going to Jerome's games, I was in middle school. So just seeing that, like, it happens at every level. Middle school basketball, you watch high school and you're like, man, I hope I can survive out there. They're physical, they're big, faster, stronger. Then when you play high school, you get used to it. And then you're watching college games. Like, it's crazy that you're playing here. It's something you dream of as a kid.
It's crazy, just, when I was in high school, I, thought about all the, big time coaches and, the big time conferences and big time players. And, it's crazy how life turns and, I go to college 3 years later, I'm sitting here doing an interview with you guys in the Big East talking about, can we win the Big East tournament? So I definitely, I'm grateful, definitely blessed. And, I don't take a day for granted, playing in this conference. And, I think we can just still make the most out of it. Season's not over, and I'm ready to see what, the future holds.
You got it, Jack. You got it. This game is about the defensive effort.
Thank you.
It's talk. It's talk. Listen, it's talk. It's take. Right? This is about defense. When the shot goes up, all 5 guys have to block out. You understand? All 5.
Oh, the game was electric. Dan Hurley just winning the championship twice. We all knew that. They got us the first time in overtime, so now this was our payback. The crowd, I mean, the crowd is a big thing for Xavier. I feel like we need the crowd. Because Miller knows we need the crowd. We know we need the crowd. So our crowd can really give us that boost whenever we need it. We're older, and so this is most of our last year. And so we know getting to the tournament is a big thing, especially for me being there. I know how big it is just for somebody like me, somebody like Dalen, somebody like Zach.
Listen, you understand how hard you have worked? You understand how hard you work?
Yes, sir.
You work for this fucking deal right here. And it's about being tough.
Just being the different type of leader, not just leading guys, but bringing guys with me, showing me what I need to do and how I can help, even more. I feel like we're gonna, flip the script, and it's gonna be something that is really important, and I'm just ready to attack these games and get it going.